So today we are at Lifetime Athletics Gym, and we will be asking people what they do for a living. I've always wondered what people do for a living to afford a membership like this. So today I will be answering you and my questions with this interview. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. You see the Lambo right there. It's just a lot going on, and my questions, like I said, it just got to be answered. So like, comment, subscribe. I said that already, but like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's get straight to the video.
So we're entering the Holy Trinity, the haven of Lifetime. This is what we want to be seeing, right? I mean,
yes,
listen, you want to go to the gym, you want to lift. So we got dynamic stretching over here. This is where you can get stretched out, a little, pre-workout thing, post-workout thing.
Okay.
We'll come over this way, bro. Listen, this is where we get into the heavy duty shit.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
So, and you see, listen, nice equipment, it's high quality. You're paying how much you're paying. You got to have high quality.
So how much
stuff.
is the total membership?
It depends. Really, it is.
Break it down. Can you break it down?
It's dependent on if you're bringing family with you. It's anywhere in the range of 400 to maybe 600, 700 if you want to go to the pool outside too, which I can show you also. But it can be in the range of anywhere 400 to 700. A lot of money.
That's some cheese.
Yeah, so we got the stretching area over here too. We got some of these ab machines over here, some nice cardio machines. What else do we got? Kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever bell you want, they have it. Let's see, we got, there's some say the sus machine, but that's
the sus machine.
Adds up to you if you want to call it that.
It is the sus machine. We got to stay away from that.
Racks, of course. What's your max squat even?
Might go two something.
Two something?
What's your max squat?
Maybe a little bit below two something.
Okay,
so listen, we're working on the legs.
We're working. I've been doing the Vertimax since I was a little kid, that plays a part.
You got balance though too, though. We know you get up, you're hooping a little bit, whatever the case. So here,
very care. They love people here.
Oh, 100%. And if you work here, free membership. So apply now. Kids Academy over here. This is where if the parents are tired of taking care of their kids, they go, shove them in there and just say, all right, and stick them in there for a little bit.
Okay. That's fire, bro.
This is a great place. You get what you pay for. You get to meet a lot of great people. You never know who you're going to run into. I've run into a couple creators here as well.
Wow.
Somebody that works as an EMT, does EMT content. So you run into a lot of people here, man. It's a great place.
Hey, man, you heard from the man Santiago himself. You guys got to tap in. We're about to get right, figure out what people do for a living, and stay tuned, man. So what's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Boris. I do for a living barbering. I have a barbershop in Springfield, and I do that for years, 30 years in the barbershop. And I'm from Uzbekistan, Soviet Union.
Wow.
And I came here 1995 to do successful business like barbershop. And I do this for years, many years.
So what made you get into this industry,
I just started this field when I was young. I was 17.
So how do you get into this field for someone out there that may want to be a barber, younger kids out there?
Yeah, my mom did it.
Okay. So she taught you the ways, the ropes.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, thank you.
So how much a year does that, in profit, does that make you?
It depends how much you want.
Okay, so you specifically.
Me specifically, I'm making a killing.
What made you get a lifetime membership?
I would say that somebody brought me in here.
Okay.
And I like it. I already here over 7 years maybe.
Wow, so you've been here 7 years?
Yeah, over 7 years.
Would you recommend somebody buying a lifetime membership?
100%.
For connection, stuff like that?
Yes.
I could get a shot, bro. Say that. So what's your name, where are you from, and what do you do for a living?
My name's Alvina, I'm from Roslyn, and I'm an occupational therapist.
So what made you get into that field?
Someone I know had OT, and it helped her a lot, so it made me get into it.
Wow, so what made you buy a lifetime membership?
All the amenities, like the pool, the gym, the training, everything.
So about how long ago did you get into this field that you're in right now?
I graduated last year, so I've been a year practicing, but I was in school for it for 3 years.
Where did you graduate from?
New York Institute of Technology.
Okay. Would you recommend that school to anybody?
No.
No. Why no?
It's a private, expensive school.
Okay. So about how much money is this membership for you right now?
With me, my husband, and my son, I think we pay like $450 a month because of the kids club.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's an all tied in membership.
Yeah.
So what's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Hudson. I'm 49, and I have an ultrasound business.
Wow. So for the people that don't know what an ultrasound business is, what is an ultrasound business?
Well, it's ultrasound. You know, the same ultrasound they use for babies, right?
Yeah.
I do it, but for the veins and arteries throughout the body. So it's a little specialty of ultrasound.
Yeah. So what made you get into that industry?
Just happened to get into that. I used to be in pharmaceuticals. That company shut down, so I went back to school. And when I went back to school, I saw this. It interested me, so I took it up.
So around what's the most amount of money you made doing this in 1 month?
In 1 month?
1 month.
In 1 month, probably around 40,000.
Wow. So for the people that maybe want to get to 40,000, what advice do you have to just chasing success and choosing what they like to do for money and stuff like that?
Well, I would say is take chances in your career and don't limit yourself.
Okay. Can you go into detail like that? Don't limit yourself?
Yeah, don't put a cap on what you can make.
Okay.
Because in general, in most cases, people in my field don't make as much because they work private. But I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone and opened up the business myself. You know, and I used to work in a hospital under an organization, but I left that, bought my own equipment, and ventured out and opened up my own business.
So what made you get a lifetime membership?
Oh, well, my wife brought me down here, and right away I was like, this is the gym I need to be at. Yeah. Beautiful gym.
What's some advice for the future business owners that want to become entrepreneurs? What would you tell them?
Trust in God.
He'll lead you in the right way. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man. So what's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Michael Beck. I'm 59 years old. I'm a retired teacher. I was a teacher for the blind, visually impaired from New York City. And I own Charlie Meany's in Valley Stream, which is a bar, restaurant, sports bar.
Wow. So what made you get into all this that you have been getting into? What started it? What was your first job growing up? Stuff like that.
Oh, my first job growing up, I was a dishwasher. I can give you a job history. We'd be here for a long time. I delivered newspapers. I was a dishwasher. I worked at the airport for 10 years. First for Pan Am, then for MGM. And I started teaching when I was 28 because I figured there was no future at the airport. So I said I better get my ass to school. And so I graduated and became a teacher. And then I retired a couple of years ago.
So what made you get into owning your own sports bar?
Stupidity. We just kind of like, it's 20 years ago, but we saw a place, me and my brother and my friend, and we said we could do that, and we decided like good wings, good people, cold beer, and something we could do. And 20 years later, we're still there.
Fire. So what's the most amount of money that you made in 1 month?
And I don't know. I mean, it's not really about the money over there, especially like owning your own business like that, like a bar, neighborhood bar. You don't really make that much money. I mean, It's a decent amount. It's like supplemental money where you can get a couple of dollars for yourself, but that's more about community and being and making a lot of friends, meeting a lot of good people. So,
Okay, so
I'm married, which helps because she works
partnership.
too.
We believe in partnership. I know a lot of our generation now, they believe you should be 100% man and 0% woman. Do you believe that?
No, I'm telling you, man. Me and my wife are equals. We had 3 kids, and it's worked out really well. I cook. You know, she does the books because she's an accountant. Works out, man.
See, equal partnership.
It works out.
And what made you get a lifetime membership? Because I know it's expensive.
I had my first back surgery in the year 2000. So in 2000, I started swimming a lot. And I was swimming when I was a kid, but I really got into swimming. And then I got turned on to this gym in 2016. And it's expensive. I mean, it is as compared to a regular gym. But this is the only gym I've ever gone to consistently. And so, like at least 2-3 times a week. I enjoy it here. It's a nice, comfortable place. And the biggest thing, they got a pool.
Wow, I appreciate you, sir.
Oh, no problem, man. Nice to meet you.
Great talking to you.
Me too.
Glad I was the first one to talk to you.
No.
This is on purpose. It's not an accident.
Yeah, no,
All right, so what's your name? What do you do for a living? And what's your age?
My name is Paul McFarland. I'm a data analyst for Northwell Health, and I'm 32.
32, wow. So what made you get into data analyst?
Really, I just like sports. So I love basketball, I love football, baseball, and a lot of that is like analytic based.
Yeah.
So I just kind of got, and I like the healthcare system. So just focusing on helping people. So it's kind of my momentum to do the health.
So what made you get, I would say, when did you get into this industry though? When did you start?
So I started as an intern at New York City Health Department.
Yeah.
And then I worked my way up to, I guess, to a different status in just the data field, learning stuff, and that's how you grow. So
What's the most amount of money you made in a month doing this?
in a month, 7,000.
Wow, fire, bro.
Yeah.
So, what made you get into a lifetime membership? Why did you buy a lifetime membership, bro?
That's a good question. It comes with the job, right? So it's an incentive, and they cut it down to. It's still expensive, but it's a little bit less expensive, and you can really go to different gyms around the city.
Yeah.
So it's like a Netflix for gyms. So you can only go to this one. You can go to the Lifetime Massage. There's a Blink next to me. I go there sometimes. So it's like there's a bunch of different gyms that you can go to.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah, it's dope.
And what's your message to the world?
Love each other, man. We're going through some crazy times right now, but I think it's important to make sure we understand each other, hear each other, and really love each other.
So what's your name, what's your age, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Sean Bryan. I'm 24 and I'm an entrepreneur.
So can you give me some details on what you do?
All right, so SB Visionary Productions is my production company. We focus on entrepreneurs and small businesses bringing idea to fruition, and I also own a couple Airbnbs.
Wow. So what made you get in this line of business right here?
I've always been a creative, and also I have a deep passion for marketing. So I think from taking people's ideas to fruition through my camera lens has been something that propelled it. And I just took that money and invested it into a bunch of homes and houses, and now I got Airbnb.
Wow. So did college influence this at all? Did you go to college?
Yeah, absolutely. I went to Towson University in Maryland, where I played Division I football for undergrad, and then I got my master's at Morgan State.
Wow, bro. So you got a little story, bro.
Yeah, it's being around like a lot of Black influential people kind of forced me to step into the space and use my money right.
So what's one thing that you sacrificed to get here?
Time. Time is everything. Time away from friends, family, to lock in on editing, lock in on marketing, lock in on yourself.
Sheesh, bro. And what's a mistake you made early on that taught you a valuable lesson now?
It's okay to do something that looks cringe early, because it's cringe until it's not cool.
It's a fact.
You feel me? So just being okay with being an eyeball out a lot early would help me a lot earlier.
So what made you get a lifetime membership, bro? You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is an expensive membership. What made you get it?
Well, your mind is everything. You feel me? Health is wealth. So you should never, going to the gym, working out is a non-negotiable.
Yeah.
The more you pay for this type of lifestyle, it comes back out into your work.
So you feel like it's a necessity, like it's mandatory.
Off rip. I need good gym. Yeah, I need cut that part. But I need good gym for me, and honestly, it's really opportunity cost, because you want to be around who you want to see yourself like. You come to the gym to get a good workout, and then maybe you might network, and that next person can be your business partner, or they can pay your rent. For me, simple as that.
Tough, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
So what's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
My name is Raheem. I'm 30 years old and I'm an entrepreneur.
So what line of business do you do?
I'm in the medical field, so it ranges and varies, but right now my main focus is med spas.
Med spas. So can you give a little bit of detail about people that might not know what med spas is?
Med spas can vary, but what I focus on is alternative medicine. So we focus on cryotherapy, infrared saunas, red light therapy. We have whole different modalities to treat injuries such as shockwave, soft wave, biocharger. We have over 30 different services.
Wow. So what's the most amount of money that you made in 1 month doing this?
It could range. Sometimes it could be 150, depending on the season. Sometimes it could be 250.
Wow. So what made you buy a lifetime membership?
So I used to work for gyms before. So I started off working at LA Fitness, and then I actually ended up working for Lifetime. And since then, I saw the whole atmosphere and environment here. Yeah. And it's almost like a country club, but for a gym. So it's great for networking, and it's worth the money that you put in. Wow.
So can you tell me a little bit about your story? What's one of your biggest regrets, if you have any?
I never thought about that. Give me a second. Should have invested in my health a lot earlier.
So, can you tell me a little bit about that story? What do you mean by that?
I started off later because I grew up in an Indian household, so it's always, education, education, education. Sports is a waste of time. So I didn't have that opportunity when I was younger. Once I started making my own money, I had the freedom and I was able to invest in my health. And I noticed it's not just good for your body, but it affects everything in your life. The way you walk, the way you attract people, the way you network.
Yeah.
So I wish I started that earlier.
Sheesh, that's deep right there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm definitely with you on that, bro.
Yeah.
What keeps you motivated to keep going on, keep working, stuff like that, in general?
I've seen people who have a lot of money, and I know money seems to be the main common goal for most people in America. And I've seen people who have less money, but they have their health, and I'll always pick the latter. And I've seen people, billionaires, and their health is whack. Like they're got kidney issues, this and that. And if you gave me $1 billion to be in that person's shoes, I would never take it. So I always say, if you have time to scroll through Instagram, to go through YouTube or watch TV, you have time to run a mile. It takes 8 minutes. Or do something productive.
Appreciate you, bro. That was a great answer, bro. Appreciate you, bro. What you want? You want a step back three? What you want? Say that. Now that joint, I ain't gonna run. One thing in my lifetime, them courts a little far. You feel what I'm saying? That's NBA line. I ain't gonna. I'm not used to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting from right here. This is usually my range, but I haven't been here. This really NBA court stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bet. Yeah. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, bro. Tune into the next video. We out.